Hello, my beautiful friends, Twin Flames. This is Crystal Rose Insights, here to continue with the readings for the energies leading into the new year in 2018. We've just had the solstice. We're kind of in this interesting time of the last week of 2017, and I think the energies have been shifting and changing, and there's a lot of really good opportunities coming forward. So this is the part of the reading where I'm going to talk about the Divine Feminine, and I'm using here this Aqua Aura Quartz, which is supportive of communication with angels and psychic abilities, and this is going to help support us get really clear messages for the Divine Feminine. And this is a general reading, of course. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. And hello, Page of Air just jumped out, which is message specific to moving forward in communication, but being kind of impulsive in your communication. So Divine Feminines, maybe this is a theme for the month. I don't know, but or not the month, but right now for you, where you are being a little impulsive. You want to communicate quickly, but you haven't really been thoughtful about it, or you're not really doing it from a centered place. I'm going to put the card back in the deck and see if it comes out again. So I'm going to pull 7 cards for the Divine Feminine right now. 7 cards, please, for the Divine Feminine, for the energies moving into 2018, end of 2017 into 2018. And here we get the Hermit and the King of Air. Okay, interesting. King of Air is diplomatic, so he's telling her not to be the Page of Air. He wants her to be the King of Air. I love it. And the Hermit, being a hermit, chilling out a little bit, going within, taking alone time. This could be a really good leading into the new year. I feel like 2018 is going to be a big year for the unions, for the twins. And this is time to kind of contemplate and reflect back on the year. So I'm going to pull 7 for the Divine Feminine. Okay, the first is her overall energy, and we get the 8 of Fire. Interesting, that came up in the masculine reading. How she's feeling about her Divine Masculine is the 7 of Water. How she's feeling about the relationship right now is the 4 of Earth. What's her current challenge right now is the 8 of Water. What's hidden right now from the Divine Masculine is the King of Earth. Mirroring, very interesting. What does she want her Divine Masculine to know is the 9 of Fire. And what does she want from her Divine Masculine right now? It's a 6 of Fire. Wow, okay. Look at this. 2 waters, 2 fours, and then flanked by the 3 fires. Interesting. Okay. So the overall energy of the deck is more fire. We get the King of Fire. So the King of Fire came up in the Divine Masculine reading as well. So the King of Fire is the overall energy for the Divine Feminine right now, is that she's got to focus and communicate with a vision. Okay, so she's got to hold the space for the union of being the King of Fire. Like, I've got it under control, I've been through it, I know what I'm doing, trust me, Divine Masculine. Okay, so the overall energy for her, she needs to remember to not get caught up in emotions and not get all over the place and be full of water. I mean, she's got to be sometimes this strong, grounded, action-oriented leader for the unions. Especially if you guys watch the Divine Masculine reading, there's a lot of information of what he's going through right now that she can support him through. So her current energy is the 8 of Fire. So this came up again for the Divine Masculine in this reading I just did prior to this video. And things are happening quickly at a fast pace. There's a lot of overwhelm happening. It's like a lot of things happening and movement forward in a good way. However, it's a little chaotic. It's a little happening, kind of like drinking through a fire hose is the image that I get. And so the Divine Feminine's feeling a little bit of this energy of, things are happening. So maybe she was feeling some delays prior to this, but all of a sudden things are starting to pick up, and maybe they're picking up a little too quick of a pace. So we're going to get a little bit more on that as we go. But the way she's seeing her divine masculine right now is the 7 of water. And, you know, the 7 is about that spiritual path of love and connection. And the 7 of water is something where there's a lot of options available. It's a complex decision. So she might be in a place where there's a lot happening in her life besides her romantic life, where maybe she's got career, family, she's juggling a lot of things. But the 7 of water is about having what you want, and that it will come to you. And obviously the relationship with her divine masculine is one of those pieces of her puzzle. But she's seeing, she's not completely solely focused on him right now, which I think is actually a pretty good thing, because she's got to focus on the things going on in her life to get herself set and whole and complete, so that when they come into union, if they're not already in union, that there are other things in play that will help support her be the best of herself and to be a complete self. How she's seeing the relationship right now is the 4 of earth. So the 4 of earth is, so I think of the traditional image of the 4 of earth, which is the man holding the pentacles and keeping everything close to the vest. So, you know, it could be interpreted a couple different ways. First, it could be that she's seeing that her divine masculine is being the 4 of earth, and he's sort of like keeping his cards close to his chest and not sharing what he has or what he knows or what he's learned. Or it could be that she's seeing that the relationship will provide the stability of being a good partnership. Could be that it's just she sees the stability in the 3D world of the spiritual relationship with her twin. So this can indicate that, you know, you can be too frivolous or too stingy with your money, but I feel like when it's in this position here, she has the water, which is the emotions, but she sees the relationship in the 4 and the stability of the relationship as a good partnership in her life. So what her current challenge is right now is the 8 of water, which is the desire for something more. So I feel like this is saying that what I'm hearing is that there's, even though the divine feminines likely know a little bit more about this union and are a little bit more spiritually ahead of where the divine masculine is, he's been really catching up. I mean, I think the learning curve is just accelerating dramatically. And her challenge is to feel like, you know, she might be in a place where she's like, you know what, I'm kind of over this. Is this really happening in my life? Is this really my twin, or am I just imagining this whole thing? And should I just continue on this journey, or do I just kind of abandon it? So there might be some divine feminines out there who are questioning, is this worth it? Is this up and down journey? Is this not knowing, having patience? Is this really worth the end result? You know, I've been patient enough. Like, what is it? I can't, what's her name? Charlotte in Sex and the City. She's like, where is he? I've been dating forever. Where is he? I feel like I keep seeing her say that. And, but that's kind of what this feels like to me. This feels like the challenge is she's like, okay, enough. Like, all right, I'm done. Where is he? I'm ready for him. And she might be feeling like, enough of this. I'm done. I'm going to move on. Let's move on to something that's not quite so difficult. So that could be what she's going through right now. And what's hidden from the divine masculine is the King of Earth, which is a successful, grounded partnership. And what's hidden is that this is possible. Okay. So we have the 4 of earth here for the stability, but we've got the King of Earth that has conquered this journey towards stability and partnership in the 3D material world. So I think what's hidden And I'm hearing this is hidden, likely even from the feminine, because she's so much like, all right, I want to be in my feelings. I want to be with this, but it's here for her, but she might be forgetting that it's here for her. Okay. So if you're in this place where you're just like, oh, I'm so done, over it. This has just been too hard. Am I just imagining it? This is a reminder of what's hidden, is that it is here for you. This stability, this love, this responsible and generous, kind love. And this says a successful time, confidently accepting opportunities that you're offered. Having the Midas touch. Because remember, when the twins come together, there's magic that happens. They're able to create things that they couldn't even do even on their own if they tried. And so, yes, Divine Feminines, if you're struggling with this, it's here, it's possible, and there's such magic and beauty that can come from this partnership. So I think this is why this is coming up as a hidden card. For what's hidden, you know, maybe even the Divine Masculine doesn't realize how beautiful this partnership can be. Okay, perfect. So what does she want her Divine Masculine to know is the Nine of Fire, and this is about standing his ground, or her ground. You know, this is a reminder for her to continue to stand her ground, or to have him continue to stand his ground. So what's interesting is that even though she's struggling with this, she wants him to know that she's really continuing to have faith, to believe, to not give up. So I think that's what's interesting. So she wants to not give up, but she's struggling with not giving up. She's struggling with the questions and the doubts. Yet here she wants him to know that she's, even though she might be feeling some of this, she's still here. She still believes. She's not giving up. She wants to protect what she's created. And she believes in herself and in her twin and in the union, despite sometimes getting stuck in the complex world of water and emotions. Okay, and so what does she need from her Divine Masculine right now is a Six of Fire, and that came up in the Divine Masculine reading too. Okay, so such a lot of mirroring happening. If you haven't seen that video, please go watch it. I'm going to link it in the description box below to make it easy for you. But what she needs from her masculine is for him to remind her and that they are going to be victorious. They're going to come into union. The Six is about victory and about that unconditional love of the twin flame love. And they're weary from the battle, but they're victorious. They're happy. They're moving things forward. It's a card of action and celebration. So I feel like they both need to be this reminder for each other. Because it feels like from the Divine Masculine reading that he's got a lot of things coming at him in his environment, family, traditions, life. And a lot of the Divine Feminine's battles right now are more internal and more emotional. Yeah, that's the feeling, definitely the feeling I'm getting. But what's interesting is her overall energy is the Eight of Fire, things happening quickly. King of Fire underneath everything. All right. I love that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull cards on each of these positions again for the Divine Feminine as where she is in the... So this is more like her soul space, her heart space, her 5D space, how she's feeling right now about union. But we're going to get into some of what's going on physically for her. Just get a little to see where she's at relating to her higher self. Like how connected is she? Like is she facing things in the 3D physical world? And this could be conscious, it could be unconscious in the physical world. But what's happening in the 3D space? So her overall energy is the crown chakra. Okay. Mirroring. Divine Masculine had that card too. So I'm going to pull cards for each of these. That one jumped out for her overall energy. Okay. So for the Seven of Water, we've got the success and growth, how she's seeing her Divine Masculine, how she's seeing the relationship right now, dreams coming true. Interesting. Okay. What's her challenge? Eight of Water and strengthening bonds. What is hidden? The King of Earth is clarified by a major arcana, the Move card. What does she want her masculine to know? Nurture, major arcana. And what does she need from her masculine right now? Is refusing to see. Okay. Underneath the deck is open up. So on a physical 3D world, in our 3D world, the divine feminine does need to open up a bit. I feel like a lot of times they've shut down. They're trying to like wait for their divine masculine to do what he's going to do and make the move and all that stuff if they're in separation, and a lot of twins are right now still in separation. But this is reminding her that in the 3D world, she's got to not be afraid to open up. Okay? So I find this card beautiful because the opening up, the purple, which represents the crown chakra, is coming up from below, but then the root chakra color is coming up from up above, and it's melding, and they've kind of flipped. Okay? So she's got to feel comfortable opening up and being vulnerable in ways that maybe make her feel less stable. But this is the reminder for her that she does need to open up. So crown chakra here, overall energy. In her overwhelm, in the 3D, she's doing a lot of meditating. She's realizing that she needs to continue to keep her connection to her intuition, to her higher self, and to listen to the messages that she's getting. So if you've been the divine feminine, continuing to do your meditation and continuing to do your daily spiritual practice, which is so important to keep the energies high, kudos to you. But if you've slacked and you haven't done it because for whatever reason, this is a reminder to do it. So that's super important. So how is she seeing her divine masculine right now is obviously, we talked about the 7 of water, but in a 3D, she sees success and growth. She does see that there is, she's got these little buds of this tree that are supporting him, and she sees that he's now noticing that there are things sprouting up, and that in the physical, she might be having little signs, or if she hasn't quite yet, there will be small little signs as to how she is helping to support him in his path, but also how there is, he's one of the many things that are surrounding her with the 7 of water card. So, and the 8 obviously being a twin flame, you know, partnership, abundance. She's definitely seeing the opportunity with her twin in the 3D as being potentially very abundant. So that's very, you know, that's definitely mirroring. So how is she seeing the relationship right now is dreams coming true. So this is a bit of the wish card. There is the stability that's coming from it, and it's dreams coming true for her. So the way she sees the relationship, even in the 3D world, is that there is the potential for this to have her dreams come true. I think that's why she's struggling with it not moving forward yet, or not moving forward in the way that she potentially wants it to. But the message there really is that she's still very hopeful. She's still very aware of that. She's seeing the that it can be all of the good that she wants. So she hasn't given up hope by any means. I mean, please don't get that message, because that's not what I have been. She's just feeling a little bit like she wants to give up, but she's not going to actually give up. And the dream's coming true. It's about wishes fulfilled, and be clear about what you want in your relationships, because the wishes might be granted soon. So you need to be open to receiving and expressing the gratitude. So this is a reminder for the divine feminine to be open to receiving the relationship progress in ways you might not think, and to let the universe show you, and have gratitude for what comes your way. So again, the message, this has been a consistent message of letting go of the form, but having that practice, because you have the ability to receive all of this beautiful cosmic energy and love of the divine union. So her current struggle here is the Strengthening Bonds card, which is she wants, the struggle here on the 3D is she's feeling like, I want to get closer. I want to move this forward. I want to feel what I'm feeling and experiencing in the physical world, because this is the red, which is about the grounded energy. So she's struggling with feeling like she might want to give up, because she wants to strengthen the bond, and maybe she doesn't quite know how to do it or what she's supposed to do in this scenario. So she's struggling with scattered emotional energy. Okay? She's struggling with being consistent with her actions, and if she continues to have, like, if she continues to be clear in her actions, then she will it's like taking a down-to-earth approach, and that her expectations of other people are more likely to be met. And this is a reminder for her to ground herself, okay? By grounding herself, you will be strengthening bonds, but if you let yourself be all crazy with the 8 of Water energy and flourish all around because it's just so frustrating sometimes, you've got to, in the 3D world, your challenge is to remain grounded, okay? So feminines, in your, like, do some earthing, go walk out in nature. That's going to help you so much. Exercise, eat well, and it's going to help you improve the current relationship that you want. So in the 3D, the challenge is to remember to do this for yourself, okay? Because I think the feminines tend to rule the upper chakras and the masculines the lower chakras, and so hello, let's get some work on the lower chakras too to help keep us grounded. So what is hidden right now is the major arcana of the Move card, and the Move is the equivalent of the Chariot. So again, mirroring happening. Go watch the Divine Masculine reading. Pretty crazy. But this is the Chariot. Moving forward towards union, moving forward in a spiritual union. And what's beautiful about this is like a card of marriage in this deck, because they're tying the hands of the masculine and feminine together, and they're bound in this love and moving forward, and they're coming together in love and spirituality. So what's hidden from her is remembering that it is moving forward. And I think that was exactly the message in the masculine reading, which is that even though it was for the feminine to hear the message that even though you don't see the outward evidence, that it is actually moving forward. So to have faith and relax in that. So it is moving forward. It's hidden from you, Divine Feminine, right now, but it is moving forward. So rest assured that even though you're not seeing the outside proof or evidence in the way that you might like, that it's moving forward. So, yeah, I keep reflecting on the mirroring. And if you've watched other twin flame readers talk about the mirroring concept, it's quite phenomenal. And I still get like amazed when I see it, even though I shouldn't be amazed because it's such a part of the journey. But okay, I digress. I'm going to move on. So what does she want him to know right now? She wanted him to know, obviously, in the spiritual world, that she's not giving up. And in the physical, she's here saying nurture. This is the Empress card. Again, a major arcana. And this is the reminder that the Divine Feminine is the Empress. She's nurturing. She's kind. She's loving. She's grounded. She's connected. And she's abundant. And when the Divine Feminine embodies this, she wants to be the Empress to her masculine. She wants to embody this woman that is this goddess. And so when this is coming up, she wants him to know in the physical that she wants him to know she is this for him. She is this person that he's yearning for. And again, it's the 3 card, which is the Trinity, the union of the divine twins plus the 3rd energy of the union. So that's a beautiful card to have there. And then what does she want from her Divine Masculine right now? Is on a soul level, she wants to remember that they're victorious. But what she wants from her Divine Masculine in the physical 3D world right now is she wants to remind him that if he's not looking to support his spirituality and the messages he's getting, she feels like he's refusing to see. Okay, that's the message I'm getting from this. Like in the 3D world, she feels like, don't you see I'm your Divine Feminine? Don't you get it? Why aren't you seeing it? So this is again a bit of the impatience and the physical, because remember, it is moving forward. However, In the 3D physical, she feels like he's refusing to see how amazing she is, and that maybe he doesn't get that she's his divine feminine. So that's the message I'm getting from that, which I think is very, it's funny because it's very consistent, and it just seems so on a soul level, she knows that they're going to be victorious, and she's getting that, but she's like, why aren't you seeing that we're going to be victorious? Why don't you want to move towards victory faster? I don't get it. Why are you not seeing this? But hey, that's how it is, right? Okay, so now I'm going to pull from the Romance Angel cards. 3 cards for the Divine Feminine, please, of how she's feeling about her Divine Masculine, what's going on in the energies between the two of them, please, right now. 3 cards for the Divine Feminine. We get separation. Yep. So she's frustrated about them still being in separation. However, that is part of the journey. One of the first things we hear about the twin flame journey is separation. So this is still saying that the energies is there's still going to be some separation. It's not happening too quickly. However, it's part of the path. Keeping an open mind in that there may be things coming in ways you don't expect, and you deserve love. So so again, she wants him to see that she's the Empress. She thinks he's not seeing that she is. It is moving forward. She doesn't think it is. And she's also needing to keep an open mind about the form, timing, and everything. Because you are in separation. There is the separation. Or if you're together with your twin, maybe you're in a phase of separation. Because there's a back and forth of that. And, you know, being in physical union already versus not. I mean, the journey doesn't stop. Some people come together with their twins early on and they still have a lot of lessons to learn. Some are a little bit more evolved, but they still have lessons to learn. So it's not like once you heal everything in your life, that's when you find your twin. I mean, you may find your twin long before you're done making a lot of major growth moves. So, and the reminder for her is that she deserves love. So, you know, remember, there's an open mind. You are in separation. The rules of the 3D world do not apply to twins. They don't. So this is a reminder to keep an open mind, not freak out about the separation, not to understand that it's an important part of the journey, because you don't want to come together when it's not the right time for you. If there's still some work to be done, and it's reminding her that she deserves love, and that it's if she continues to do her work and be on her path, that she is lovable. She is going to have this experience, and it's there for her. So now I'm going to pull from this new deck, like I did for the masculine, the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I'm going to pull 1 card, please, for the Divine Feminine from this deck. What is a message, please, do you have for the Divine Feminine? All right, this is a lot of cards. All right, that's too many. It's like 5 cards, but I'm just going to show you the first card, which is the 2 of Pentacles. So this is a twin flame card. And look how beautiful. The transforming butterfly and the 2 pentacles there. This card is beautiful. And this is the metamorphosis. This is reminding the Divine Feminine that the metamorphosis is happening towards the union, and to have faith. There's a lot of things that go into the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, and to remember this is where it ends up. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that there because that was very clear and very consistent. And I'm going to pull for the Divine Feminine from the Goddess deck. What advice, goddesses, do you have for the Divine Feminine right now? End of 2017, going into 2018. What is your advice, please, for the Divine Feminine? 1 card, please. Athena, inner wisdom. Beautiful. So she's the goddess of wisdom. And this says, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. So this is reminding, the advice for the Divine Feminine is to continue to trust her inner intuition. This doesn't mean for you to go and take a ton of action, but it means to remember that your intuition is telling you something for a reason. And so when you start to doubt your intuition, please be reminded that your intuition is extremely powerful. And let me see what other message is here from the book about Athena. You know, I know you're watching these videos because you're wanting information, but this is saying, like, you don't have to watch videos to get their messages you need. Although we certainly all need help sometimes, and it helps get confirmation when we watch other, like, get readings of what's going on, we get answers. But this is saying that the situation is resolved and you have access to all of the wisdom that the universe supplies. Surrender all of your worries and other concerns to the loving and almighty power of the universe. Close your eyes and note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. You can ask me to give you a signal that you've heard your inner wisdom correctly, but have faith. So stop giving away your power to others. Trust your gut. Don't second guess yourself. So don't second guess yourself, Divine Feminine. Own your power, sister. All right, and I'm going to pull one message here from this Magical Messages of the Fairies deck. This is a deck that I gave to my daughter a while ago, and I loved it so much that I ended up getting one for myself, because there's just an innocence and a sweetness and a clarity in the messages that come from this deck. She's done readings for me with her deck, and it's just, I just had to add it to my collection. So somehow it ended up in my Christmas stocking, mysteriously. All right. So, oh God, we're getting way too many. Hold on. Okay, one card, please, for the Divine Feminine. What's your message, please, for the Divine Feminine as we wrap this up? Everything's okay. Everything's working out in a beautiful way. Stop worrying. Let it go. It's all working out perfectly. And you see how she's got her hands up? It's almost like she's surrendering. Like, okay, I got it. You're right. I should stop worrying. But you see the beautiful light emanating from her heart chakra. So she's listening to her heart, because her heart knows. It's only when her head gets in the way that things don't feel like they're okay. All right. Well, that feels complete to me. I'm going to be doing another reading here on the union energies, a little bit more clarity in the union relationship. But in the meantime, if you want a private reading, please do reach out to me. I'll put the information in the description box below. I hope that you guys are enjoying this transition into this new energy of 2018. I wish you all the best, and until next time, in abundant love always. Bye.